CPF, this was many Singaporeans also like to complain about, and also an everyday issue that could always get on your nerve. So, what's the issue about CPF now? Actually, it's so embarrassing for me to talk about it. It's about the ants getting all their money at the age of 55, but the policy has changed to 65 years old instead. However, the government in Taiwan, also the UK, and even some other countries have already made their changes on their pension policy for the citizens after they turn into 65 years old. So why is the big hoo-ha in Singapore? The only difference is Singaporeans couldn't get a lump sum of money but have to get in the monthly payout. That means the government in Singapore just pay them bit by bit, every month. It sounds like how parents managing money for their children, right? Little children, your money is under my mercy. I can only give you every month, bit by bit. On the other hand, how is Singaporeans going to control their money if the government not going to do this way? Don't forget, there are 2 big casinos in Singapore. Even not so, Singaporeans could always go to Malaysia or cruise for it. Many Singaporeans are big-time gamblers, and this is why gambling industry could make a lot of money in Singapore. Look at this 4D and Toto lottery outlet. Moreover, Singaporeans like to buy things often whenever there is a promotion bid. Singapore sales almost can be seen everywhere and every day. In contrast, we could hardly see that kind of Christmas joy happening in Taiwan, especially during the weekdays. My point is, when a whole lump sum is given to Singaporeans, some Singaporeans would be tempted to burn all their money within the day until it could become government's problems and we could see more suicide from the high-rise building. This is why there's a need for the government to use monthly payout for the Singaporeans for their retirement. Nevertheless, Singaporeans could still withdraw all their money before their retirement if they want to. They could use all their CPF money to buy houses, although the housing is very expensive and not freehold. But in Taiwan, there's no such benefits, which has resulted in many people to become homeless. Look at this, man. There are so many people sleeping outside in Taiwan, even during the winter. What's ironically happening in Taiwan is the government could always threaten the people that Taiwan is facing economic crisis and the citizens to increase their contributions to the pensions to take effect. In other words, it's just like extortion. It's telling people that they may not get a pension if they're not going to pay more. But the practice in Singapore is about not a penny more and not a penny less. The government will not owe Singaporeans a penny, nor will the Singaporeans try to owe the government a penny too. This is why Singaporeans seems to be very calculative, leading to kiasuism's culture. The question is, why are there still so few beggars in Singapore despite people are still complaining about CPF? Also, many retirees could enjoy their life so good. Only a few of them we see are collecting cotton boxes or selling tissue papers. The reason is many Singaporeans have reached a state where they are just taking benefits from the government for granted. Some could argue that Singaporeans cannot live until 65 years old to take all the money from the CPF. So my question is, don't they want to live as long as possible? Look at Lee Hsien Loong. He's almost 70 years old and he's still so strong, facing all those protesters and those activists. Even in Singaporean style, the money could be transferred to their loved ones. If they don't have any loved one, so why should they stay in Singapore? Meaningless. They might as well renounce their citizenship and migrate to some other countries like the Philippines. So the Singapore government could instantly surrender all the money in the CPF to them to do anything they like. Hence, the CPF solution is so simple and so direct, and Singaporeans should not complain about it. What yours is yours and what the government's is the government's. But in Taiwan, it's not in this way even if you renounce your citizenship. Moreover, you may not get your pension if you one day stop contributing to their corrupt scheme. All your money will be gone. No more. Forfeited because of their extortion system. So, why complain about CPF?